We're gonna talk a lot about kids tonight because I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's been a rash of piece of shit kids all over the country. Just terrible. You've seen them at the store yelling at their parents, demanding things. When their parents ask them to do something, they roll their eyes. I hate that shit. When did that start happening? What happened to people? I have a wife. She has 2 kids. I have 2 of my own, but hers are the ones I'm talking about. Her children yell at her. Our kids' ages range from 8 to 13. Her children yell at her. Your children should never yell at you without there being a consequence. My 2 boys have never yelled at me. They just haven't, because they remember a time when they had a brother. I remember the first time I heard my wife's son yell at her. He's 9 years old, and we're having our first family dinner together, and I go, where's Daniel? And she goes, oh, he's outside playing his game. And I go, honey, we go get him, we're about to have dinner. And she goes like this. And I went, oh, that's not good. And I go, honey, do you want me to go get him? She goes, no, I got it. So she goes out to the backyard, she calls him in, she goes, Daniel, and you can hear her hesitating. Come inside, honey, we're gonna have dinner. And he just lost his shit on her. Like 0 to angry like that. He was, Mom, I told you not to bother me when I play my game. I was like, oh shit. Because I didn't know I could speak to her like that. That's number 1. But as soon as I heard him yell, I was up and out the door. I was in dad mode all of a sudden, just... Remember those footsteps? Remember that shit? It creates a neuroassociation with the child. Makes their asshole clench up. But he had never heard those footsteps before, so he didn't know what to expect. And I go out and I call him in and I have dad voice. If you have children, you have dad voice. If you don't have kids, don't try to have dad voice, you'll hurt yourself. Your balls will drop early, it's very painful. I go out to the back, get over here now! That sort of, and as soon as I yelled, everybody was out of the kitchen, just shoot! Everybody came. Everybody, it was like a fight in high school. They wanted to see the show. It was my wife, her daughter, my 2 boys, and then her son, 9 years old, Daniel, comes. He's visibly shaking. You could tell he's frightened. And I was like, oh, very good. We're off to a good start. So we should be. And I have to break it down to him. I go, boy, you can't speak to your mother like that. Do you have any idea who this woman is? This is the woman that allowed doctors to cut her open so you could be here right now. This is the woman that you cry for at night when you have a bad dream. She's the only one there coming in, sleeping with you, making you feel safe so that you can go back to bed. Remember that time you shit your pants? She was there. She didn't even laugh. We were all laughing. And she got mad at us. That's how much this woman loves you. So you owe this woman an apology, and as soon as you're done apologizing, you're grounded. Not even my boy, and I'm grounding him. That's a huge step. And he looks at me and he goes, what's that? He'd never been in trouble before. All I could do is look at my wife with I just gave her a look, like, the look that says, what the fuck have you been doing this entire time? No wonder he yells at you. So I had to break it down to him. I go, being grounded means no Xbox, no toys, no video games, nothing. And he looks at me and he goes, you can't take those away, those are mine. And as soon as he said that, I had to laugh it off. Like, you know, like they do in the mafia when they can't believe what they just heard? What the hell did this little kid just say? That was cute. Say it again. Say it again. That was cute. Honey, come over here. Listen to what he just said. He's whispering now. I don't know why he's whispering. He sounded much different a second ago, didn't you? Speaking to me with disrespect. No, you did a little bit. A little bit. He was speaking to me like he was a man. So say it again like you were a man. You were speaking to me like a man. No, honey, he's a big boy. He knows what he said. Tell me again. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a little fucked up, maybe. And then I told him what every child needs to hear at some point in their life. I go, no, boy, nothing is yours. You own nothing. Everything in this house is mine. And because I'm nice, I loan it to you. You see, I'm the government, I'm the IRS. If you think you own something, I can take it away if you miss a payment. And your payments are to be nice to this lady, and it would appear that you have missed a payment. You know that chair you're sitting on right now? Get off of it. That's my chair. I didn't say you could sit on it. It's a lesson in repossession, son. You know what? As a matter of fact, get out of my house. Get out of my house. I'm going to speak to you from the entryway because nobody speaks to the woman that I love like that in my house. And I look over at my wife because I have no idea what she's thinking. When I look over at her, she's looking at me with love in her eyes. Like you can see little hearts floating around her head. And I look over at my sons because I've never had to be this firm ever. But they're so supportive, they're looking at me like, kick his ass, Seabass! And her son is crying for it, like his hand, like crying. And I was like, oh, now you're going to show her respect. Now you're going to show her the love that she deserves. Well, you can't have her. Do you know why? And then I just put my arm around her because this is mine too. And I just dipped her. Just go wait naked in the bedroom. I'm not done being a man. What I'm saying is, if your kids are a piece of shit, it is your fault. And if I sound like an asshole right now, you're probably a shitty parent. All right, good night, you guys. Thanks a lot.